G'day guys, and welcome to the episode of Team Madmullet Fishing Adventures. Well, quite a few years ago we did our first episode on Double Island. Well, we're back. Hopefully we get some beautiful weather this time. We just come across the barge at Tawantin. We just pulled up here in the front of where the entryway is to the beach, Noosa North Shore. Any four-wheel drive can come. All-wheel drives are very capable of it. Just be careful if you're in an all-wheel drive, you haven't got as much clearance. And when you go down onto the beach, when you first go down, it can be very chopped up, so you may belly out. Drop your have a good tie gauge, drop your pressure down to about 18 psi, and bob's your uncle, away you go. Alright guys, we're just entering the cutting to get onto the beach at North Shore here. You can walk up and have a bit of a look to see what the cutting's like, see where it's chewed out or not, but I reckon we'll be pretty right. Use a good pace, 20 k's an hour will get you on nice and comfortably. Choose your route and just keep a steady motion. I'm only in two-wheel drive. I haven't even selected four. Nice and easy, and as you see, we got nice hard pack down the bottom here, which makes it easy driving. If you do feel you're going to get into some soft stuff, slow right down, if not to a stop. Select your four-wheel high, continue going, or if you're in really soft stuff, go up to four low. But I'm going to keep driving in two-wheel, as I don't think there's any necessity for us to be in four-wheel drive. Just remember, normal road rules apply on the beach. When you got oncoming traffic, stick to your normal road rules. You keep to the left, they keep to the right, and make sure you pop your blinker off, just so they know which road you're going to stay on. Be careful when it comes travelling on the beach. Also, you can hit very loose patches or your humps. And also keep in mind, there are some pretty mean washouts on Double Island as well. Alright guys, we just arrived at Red Canyon, one of the first stops as you're coming up to Double Island. It's a beautiful walk up to the top. I don't know whether we're going to go right up to the top or not. See how we go, but once you're up the top, it is a beautiful lookout. And we have been blessed with an absolute beautiful day today. Alright, we'll head up and see how far we can make it up top of Red Canyon. Up you go, keep going. Very good, darling. Alright, we're getting up to our first vantage point. This is by far definitely not the highest peak, but it's still a pretty good view from up here. You stay close to me, darling. Hold my hand. We come up to the edge. Cool. As you can see, yeah. Is that dangerous, darling? Yeah, you always hold Daddy's hand. As you can see, we're a beautiful view from up here, but we'll go up a little bit higher and give you a bit of a bow peep from up there, and also these little tunnel cave systems that are around. Alright, yeah, I'm coming, darling. You got these cool little tunnel cave systems around here. You're doing a very good job, darling.
I get chocolate when I get up here.
You're getting your chocolate when you get up there, are you? Oh, that's some positive thinking, isn't it, darling? When you're up on high vantage points like this, you can see where all the gutters are, so you know where to fish for tailor, brim, whiting, flathead, sharks. You do get Spanish off here from time to time, which is really good. As you can see down here, I don't know where you can pick it up, I'm doing a bit of selfie videos. A really nice gutter system down here, and you've also got one just down here. Well, we're about 3/4 way up. That's the top. I'm happy with where we've got to. I'm carrying the daughter, so...
You having fun, Lil?
A little bit harder. You are. Pretty cool up here, isn't it? I do apologise for the wind. Haven't got my mics on. But as you can see, check it out. This is beautiful up here. You want to go up there? Oh no, we're okay here.
Do you like mountain climbing, Lil?
Yeah. Right guys, well, we've all set up camp. We've had a bit of relax, had a few nice cold ones, and we're going to go down to the water, find some pippies, and then later on tonight we're actually going to cook them up. People don't realise pippies are actually quite nice to eat. So I'll grab the camera, we'll go down, and we'll show, Joshy will show us how they're done. So Joshy, chuck them back in the water, mate. Explain to us what you're doing.
Alright, so we're just putting our feet like this, and we're just simply going like that. Whoop.
You're doing the pippy twist.
Pippy twist. And then, whoop. You'll feel something hard, just get your foot, and you go dive down there with your hand and grab it.
So what we're going to do, we're going to get, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 of these, and we're going to cook them up for dinner tonight. With the big rod set out, Josh and I start flicking some plastics around with the hope to catch maybe a GT, tea leaf trevally, tailor, or maybe even a kingfish. With the water quite green, meaning cold water, and quite a bit of snotweed around, this plastic fishing was quite slow. So Josh and I start catching some butterbrim and chasing some crabs around the rocks, using them for bait and turning them into brim. Not a bad brim. Been trying to work out how these fish are feeding, and we actually started catching some butterbrim, cutting little fillets of butterbrim off, and as you see, nice quality fish. So what we're doing is just hooking our piece of butterbrim just through the top, free running sinker, flicking it about 10 metres off the rocks. Then you go down the water column. It's about 10 metres here by memory. Occasionally we'll stop to make sure it's still going down and hasn't stopped descending. There we are on the bottom there. One thing it's great to see this weekend is, check this out, must be breast cancer awareness. We're just coming back from fishing, and this is just unreal. Yeah, pink ribbon. Good to see everyone out supporting the good cause. I wish I had known about it, because yeah, just unreal. Well, to anyone that watches this video and they know they were here on today, I think it's the 28th of October. Guys, great job. Very, very good thing to support. And if you do see this video and you're a part of it, just leave a leave a comment in the comment section. One good tip when leaving in the afternoons to go for a drive is 0 your trip meter, so you know approximately how far it is once you get up to where your destination it is to come back to camp. Okay, for example, we're just arriving to our turn-off, which is the cutting to the western side of the island. I'm going to zero my odometer here. It's 15 k's on the dot. So we know once we've come back out onto this track, I zero it again, and it's about 15 k's to our campsite. So go up in this cutting now. You don't have to go a million miles an hour. Nice steady pace wins the race. You see some guys coming onto these cuttings at 40, 50 k's an hour. That's when you'll get yourself into trouble. Roll, puts excess stress on the vehicle, which is just no good. Hey, it was that easy. We're doing all of 15 k's an hour. This is probably my favourite place on Double Island. When you come up to your last track on your left hand side coming from Noosa North Shore, as you'll see, you'll pop out on the western, I should say northwestern side of the Double Island, the headland. And this place is perfect when it comes to your easterly, your southerly and your westerly winds. It's just fully protected. Great little lagoon here for the kids to swim in, and you also got your surf beach on the opposite side also. Now what we're going to do, we're going to have a bit of a flick around here and see if we can't get into some fish. So we've arrived on the northwestern side of the island. We haven't got any bait, so we're just going to use a bit of bread. We're going to burley up the water first, but what we're going to do is unweighted size 18 Madmullet hook, through once, through twice, and then we're going to do a half hitch on the top just to hold it in place. We're going to start burleying, flick it out into the burley once the fish start feeding. As you can see, Josh is starting to fish now. He's just starting to throw some brood out, and some fish are rising, so we'll both go over and cast at the same time. Hold up, dude.
Just landed this first little brim. We weren't actually getting any hits on surface, they were a bit finicky, so I scrunched up a little bit of bread and just wrapped it around my hook so it would sink. And yeah, as soon as it hit, he smashed it.
Alright, well, it's come to the stage where we're going to cook these pippies. What I've actually done is, if you have a look at these pippies, you can see their breathing apparatus and their tongue sticking out there. That's just them trying to get as much oxygen as possible, and hopefully the main reason why I'm actually soaking them is trying to get them to spit out all the sand. So I've got salt water. You be careful, darling, this is very hot, okay, so that you don't play with them. Okay, grab, let's say a couple dozen pippies, straight into the boiling hot water, and we're going to cook them. No, darling, that'll do okay, it's very hot. We're going to cook them for about 5 minutes, or until it comes back up to the boil. Let's come back to the boil and let's take it off. As you can see, they're all opening up. Once they're opening up, that means they're cooked. Turn the fire off. Now drain the water off these.
Cold.
Honey barbecue. Good splash. Mix around. And that's that little mussel there. Eat the whole lot just like you would do an oyster or a mussel. They're actually really nice. A little bit on the crunchy side. I haven't let them sit in the oil long enough to spit out all that sand, but they're really nice eating. So please get out there and have a try of these. We had a fantastic long weekend with the family. We didn't do much fishing. It was a bit slow on that front, but overall we had a great time. As you're leaving the beach, just remember, leave it nice and clean and tidy so the people that behind you don't have to worry about your mess. Stay tuned for the next episode as myself and the crew, and including Miller Wilson, heading to Fraser Island and chasing some big sharks. Until next time, cheers and good luck.